All right, guys, I'm here with Bill today. He's kind of new to town and decided to retire here in the Philippines. So we're gonna just have a little chat and let you guys get to know what's up with Bill.
I'm Monty Crew.
Hi, and I'm Argel Crew.
We're a married couple living in the Philippines.
We will be covering topics about everyday life here in the Philippines.
Tap that subscription button, tap that bell notification so you don't miss out on anything.
How you doing? Good day.
What brought you to the Philippines? What made you decide that?
The weather, the people. I've been here a lot of times in the past.
Yeah.
I wanted to retire someplace that was warm and reasonable. When I found Dumaguete, I knew this is where I was going to retire to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What part of the United States are you from?
I'm from Ohio, just
Okay.
between Youngstown and Cleveland, about 50 miles southeast of Cleveland.
So what did you have to do to prepare to come here?
A lot. I had to go through everything that I had about 10 times,
Okay.
kind of narrowing it down to what I wanted and what I needed.
All right.
Most of what I didn't want or I didn't need, family members collected.
Okay.
Then it took time to get money together, get your pensions straight, your Social
Right.
Security, your banking. The biggest mistake I made was I didn't make arrangements to send money. I didn't
Okay.
have a Zoom account or a Remitly account. I didn't have to do that until I got here.
Right.
And that was the biggest mistake I made there. And the other mistake I made was not getting an onward ticket.
Oh, yeah.
When I got to Cleveland to the airport, the guy insisted that I had to have a visa to come to the Philippines.
Which you don't. Okay.
And he told me he didn't care what the law was, it was what the paper said that he was holding in his hand. So I went and got my laptop out and I made myself a ticket. And that was the end of the there. I think the ticket was $13. I showed a ticket from Manila to Tokyo.
Okay.
And that straightened that mess up. But after that, everything has been pretty much smooth sailing.
Okay, you said there was something in the airport here too, luggage or something?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, Delta told me I could have 2 suitcases that weighed 54 pounds apiece.
Okay.
When I got to Cebu to come to Dumaguete, the weight is 40 pounds apiece, and you're only allowed 1 suitcase. The other suitcase cost me $148.
Holy, wow.
Yeah, so beware.
Yeah, it's one little thing that's not in the list of to-dos when you're coming to the Philippines.
It is. It slips completely past. I've listened to all of you guys and been here and been gone and still here. And that is the one thing that no one mentioned.
Yeah. And you know what? I should have mentioned it because I had the same thing happen to me. I flew to Manila and then I decided I'd just buy a ticket when I got to Manila to Dumaguete just in case the plane was late or something like that. I wouldn't get in problems. Got there, went to buy my ticket to go over here, and of course I got charged for all this luggage
Right.
that I didn't think I was going to have to pay for. So there's something that wasn't on everybody's list. So there's a new item.
Yeah, yeah, $140. That's
Yeah,
that's worth paying attention to, right? Yeah, sure is.
So what is your opinion of it since you've been living here? I know you visited before, but
Right. Well, I really like it. I've had no problems that my neighbors didn't help me solve.
okay.
The people that own this house, and I call them their assistant superintendent, there's a girl named Lisa, that they are on the ball right now. Anything that I need, they've kept me entertained. I went to a birthday party yesterday,
Oh, that's
which was off the hook. I mean, really beautiful.
Yeah, they're-
Little 7-year-old boy, and it was really great.
birthday parties for the kids are big here. But
Yes, and then they had the the blessing of the house on Sunday, and we started blessing at 11:30 in the morning, and we're still blessing at 11:30 at night.
Oh,
So
Lord.
it was really a
One
treat.
heck of a blessing.
Yes, yes.
The priest had his drinks and he went home.
Yeah, he did. He had a couple shots, and out the door he went. You know, he was. I said, that's common people. There's nothing. That is one thing I've found about Filipinos as long as I've known them. There's nothing phony about them.
Right.
They're transparent as they can be. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't.
Right.
And so far, I haven't had anyone say snub me
Right.
or ignore me. Even people you don't even know walk down the street and you say hello, and they're smiling and saying hello back. And 30 seconds ago, they look like they lost their best friend, you know?
Yeah, you just never know.
But yeah, I'm very happy here. This was the decision I made. I retired May the 29th, and I arrived here June the 18th.
Wow. Well, you waited a long time to retire.
Yeah, I worked 31 and a half years. I had a couple jobs before that too, so.
Wow.
But I waited, I liked what I did, and one day I just woke up and said, I'm done doing this.
Okay.
You know, that's it. It was just that quick. In 2 weeks.
Well, you
I
traveled
decided-
over here a lot for work too, right?
Yeah, I did. I was in the Philippines 38 times in 10 years.
Wow.
3 times I was here 6 weeks, and the rest of the times I was here 5 to 10 days.
Oh, okay.
Just before the pandemic, I was here 3 weeks and 3 days. And I left here, and I was watching a little deal in the airplane where you can see where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And my son called me and wanted to know where I was at. And I told him I'm just coming into California. He said, it's a good thing you're in California because they just locked the Philippines down because of the COVID.
Oh, wow.
So
You just
I
made it out.
just made it out by the skin of my teeth, yep.
Wow. That's interesting. So, what's your plan here? You going to retire forever here, or are you trying it out for a year? Or what's
No,
your
I'm
plan?
staying forever. I plan to go home September, October, November, maybe that long.
Okay.
I have a grandson playing football, and
All right.
I want to see his senior year.
All right.
He's
That's
been
good.
outstanding since 7th and 8th grade. All of the major colleges are looking at him. But
Oh, that's awesome.
after that, no, he's on his own. I'll be back. I'm not going anyplace else.
Yeah. I met you. You had this Ohio State hat on. Does that mean he's going to go to Ohio State?
I hope so. Yeah, I wanted to go to Ohio State, but Woody Hayes told me I would never start, so I went to Kent State.
Oh, okay. I guess that's good. So, what are your plans as far as romance?
Well, it's hard to say because there's a whole lot of them coming along. I mean, Filipino women are very easy to meet. They're very sincere. I think they're all looking for a friend. I hear these people say that they're looking for money, and I don't believe that.
Right.
I think that truthfully they're looking for someone to spend time with, someone to treat them fair,
Right.
not abuse them.
Exactly.
So, and I don't, it's kind of hard in a way because you meet so many young girls, 24, 25, 26. Well, I'm not going to bullshit anybody. I can't run that race anymore, you know?
Right.
But I have met one girl, she's about 32, educated, and that's exactly the area I'm looking at, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to have to train somebody.
Right.
When a
You
situation
don't want to raise
arises,
another daughter, right?
exactly, exactly. When a situation arises where I need help, I want someone that can help me.
Right.
So,
So yeah, that's what the girls are looking for. They're looking for sincerity. They're looking, I mean, long term, they're looking for somebody to not support them, but be there for them. And,
right,
and
they're
like
looking for
there
they're looking for a companion.
Right.
So, somebody the same thing, just like what I'm looking. They want someone to fill in the gaps where they can't.
Right. And that's, I think it's a good fit when that works out that way, and I don't see any issues with it. We hear a lot of backlash, about that kind of stuff, because I'm definitely married to a woman 37 years younger than me.
Right.
So we catch heck about that. But
Well, those
it
are
is
to
what it
me. Those are people that are talking out of class.
yeah,
They have absolutely. They're just forming an opinion and have absolutely no knowledge to use to form the opinion.
right.
So,
All they can do is go by what it's like in the United States or whatever,
Or the-
Western country they're from. And things are a little different here, and it's, there's not a lot of guys that are able to support them and support a family and start a family with them
true.
here, because it makes it really hard because of the economy and the work and what have you. So it's not uncommon to see older men with younger girls because we can have a family with them even though, you know, our age gap.
Yeah, yeah. I have a lot of friends at home that are our age. I'll say 60 to 70.
Right.
That are sitting on a pile of money and they're afraid, they're scared to death to leave, go any further than Dunkin' Donuts was like 2 miles down the street.
Right.
But they watch all of these videos. I even know a couple that have been sending girls money for 5 or 6 years,
Yep.
telling them they're planning on coming here.
Right.
Well,
I've heard that too.
lots of luck, you know.
A lot of that is lonely guys
Yep.
and girls, and I've even seen them replace their income so the girl doesn't have to work,
Right.
so she can stay home and talk to him all
Right.
day because they're lonely,
Right.
and a lot of them have the fear of coming over here, or the fear of losing some of their money, or this or that or the other. But like, you know, just like you did, you rented a place.
Right.
You didn't come here and buy a place.
Oh no.
So I mean, and you know, if the relationship ends, and it ends, you know.
Right.
But
Well, everybody hears about the scammer.
right, that's
You
what
know,
everybody.
no one's.
There's that tiny percentage of it that is scammers, but it doesn't mean they're all like that.
No, but what we used to call the visible minority.
Yep.
They don't show you the people that walk 4 or 5 miles to go to church.
Right.
I have some friends in Davao. The man has 7 kids, and it's about 4 miles from his house to church.
Wow.
And every Sunday morning, they're going to church, and they walk every step of the way.
And you didn't decide on Dumaguete just on a whim. You've been to a lot of the other cities
Oh yes,
since
yes,
you visited here all these
yes,
times.
yes. In fact, I had never heard of Dumaguete until just before the COVID, and I was at the Marco Polo Hotel, and I think
That's
I'm
in
not going to
Cebu,
swear, but I think it was Bud Brown. But I was talking to another fella told him I would love to live someplace like this, but it's too busy.
Right.
And this other guy turned around and told me, asked me if I'd ever heard of Dumaguete, and I said no. He said, well, get on that boat right there and get going. He said, it'll take you there. He said, you'll like it. So 2 days later, I got on the boat and came to Dumaguete, and I spent 3 weeks here. And I went back to Cebu and went back home, and on my way back, I decided right here at Dumaguete is where I was going to retire to.
Have you been to Ilo or Davao or Manila or any of that much?
Well, no. I like I said, I spent 6 weeks in Davao. I
Okay.
spent 6 weeks in Cebu, and I spent another 6 weeks in Manila. I was part of a team that we were training
Okay.
employees.
Okay.
And but the times that I got to, I spent enough time in those places to know that's not where I wanted to be, and I found reasons. I didn't like Manila's way too big, too busy. Cebu's too busy. Davao is so spread out. It's like you're at the city limits. It's 10 miles to the middle of town.
Yeah, you got a 30-minute drive.
It is. It's a
Yeah.
long drive, and this little place is 130,000 people. It's got everything you need, and if you're right dead center in downtown in 10-15 minutes, you're out in the country. The provinces are at a beach.
Right.
Right. So it's for someone to be retired, this is the place to be.
That sounds good. Well, all right. I guess we'll wrap it up, and we've got a tour of Bill's house on the end of here. You guys can take a look at that. I'm not very good today. I can't walk very well, so I had him do the walkthrough, and I think he did a great job. So stick around and watch that.
This is the house that I've rented in Ecoville. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living room, dining room are combined. Nice kitchen. Of course, this is the outside. This is the back porch. As you can see, I've lived here at least 8 pair of underwear. We'll go back inside now. You can see Monty's Mercedes sitting in the front. Yeah, this is the living room.
Hi, guys.
There's Monty the Wizard. Here's our little side doors that go out onto the porch. My little kitchen, dining room, everything is new. I rented this house the day after it was blessed. I'm the first and only resident. There's the extra bedroom that I don't use. This is the main CR off of the kitchen. Everything, as you can see, is brand new. This is the master playpen. Oh, I need somebody to play with, right? Some toys. Here's the CR. Everything, like I said, is new. These are the closet. There's one of these in both bedrooms. Plenty of room for most anyone's clothes. And that's about it for the grand tour of this chalet. When I moved in here, all I had was 2 suitcases, and so far all I've bought is the fan you're looking at. Everything else was provided. My rent is $600 a month, plus I pay electric. I looked at lots of other apartments, lots of places that were smaller and about $100 cheaper, but this is nice. It's a whole house. And the people who own it take care of everything instantly. I have never had a problem. Like the windows, I wanted the windows tinted. 2 days later, the windows were tinted.